Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now you're probably thinking, cool, what a glorious day to go get this bike MOT'd. Well, I do have a slight confession. The MOT was actually last week and of course it passed, no advisory, so super happy with that. So the question is, well, why didn't I film it? Well, I did, but typical me, always running around super late for just sort of everything, and by the time I got back to the house in the morning I was like, yeah, I needed to have left 10 minutes ago. So I didn't really set the camera up or the audio very well, so the audio sounded pants. It honestly sounded like I was in the bottom of a baked bean can getting strangled. So I thought, well, I'd have to just wait till next weekend, get the bike out, and look at the weather. It turned out pretty nice. So yeah, the bike is now insured, it's taxed, it's got a fresh MOT. Oh, and the weather, by the way, on Saturday, oh my god, it was horrendous. It was just pissing it down. I'll enter a clip here to show you. But yeah, it was so miserable. I was like, oh, if this bike fails now, I'm probably just gonna fucking ghost it into a ditch and just let someone else find it, and then it could be their problems. But nah, all jokes aside, I can honestly see why these bikes are so popular. They're actually so fun. It is honestly like riding a pit bike, really. Like, it ain't much bigger than a pit bike, but it's got more reliability. Maybe not this bike as such, but yeah, no, honestly, if you was commuting a short distance, like if you was going through a town and you're sort of young, you've just done your CBT, honestly, this bike is straight up perfect. All right, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than these sort of cheap Chinese bikes you can kind of get nowadays, but at the end of the day, this is still a Honda bike. They're still so reliable. And the best thing about the Honda Groms, hands down, is the aftermarket platform for these, because you can buy anything and everything for these bikes. And that is kind of the cool thing about these Honda Groms. Sort of no two are the same. But we're coming around the roundabout. We're going to get a good racing line here, just like Marc Marquez, and we're going to propel ourselves to a top speed run. Let's go for it. We are pinned wide open, 42, 43. Oh, the speed! Right, going for a gear shift. That's it. We are racing position, tucked in. 55, 56. Oh, well, I can't even break the speed limit on this bike. 55, coming up to the roundabout, pretty hot. Yeah, here we go then. Let's keep the power down. Marc Marquez, get me knee down. God, I tell you what. This is so fun. I can't even drop a gear because it'll go through the rev range. Right, here we go. We're absolutely pinned. I don't think I have another gear. I did have another gear. Here we go. Tucked right in. I hope they're in a car behind. They'll be laughing their head off. 57. Oh my god, 55 mile an hour. 55. If I tuck myself in, I think we get about 57. 57. Go on. Get me 60. Pinned wide open. 59. 60. 60. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I can't even break the law on it. 60 mile an hour. We are wide open. Woo! The speed of that thing. Sure, 60 mile an hour. I genuinely tried my best and I couldn't even break the speed limit on this. At least if the police pull me over and want to look back at the GoPro footage, there won't be nothing really to see. That was quite fun. So yeah, let's go through this big housing estate. So clearly the Honda Grom is not built for speed. It's more built for, I suppose, suburban driving like this, is it? I always get lost here. I never know which way to go. Is it right? Yeah, let's go right. You know, look, you can almost get your knee down on this thing. Oh, the power. Should we try hit a jump on this? I feel like taking it over to the BMX track and just having a crack on something. Someone in the comments did actually say smiles per miles, and I was thinking, geez, the amount I've spent on this, I'm going to have to do a lot of miles on it. But actually, to be honest with you, even just a day like this, weather's so much better than what it was when I did that MOT, and I'm actually having so much fun. But yeah, the real question is, like, what am I going to use this bike for? And I was trying to think about it the other day, and you know, I've obviously got a full bike license. I use a van Monday to Friday, so you know, my bikes are, it's a hobby, it's a weekend thing. So you know, I'm not going to be going out on a 125 realistically. I'll be going out on the 650R or the Tiger Sport. So I think, guys, I probably am just going to realistically just have to sell this, because the only thing that I would honestly be using this bike for is to go into town to get a haircut, where I can just leave this outside the barber's, go in, get me a haircut, and then just ride home, which, you know, it's it's an expensive haircut if you look at it that way. But oh, I don't know, just even like little things like this, just going around roundabouts, it's just so much funner than, you know, when you're on a sports bike. This is just, it's just like riding a pit bike. You can look, you come up to the bend and you just throw it in, wind on the power, and just get blown away. No, you don't get blown away by the power, but you get what I mean. Look, it is literally the best definition. You're riding a pit bike, and that's what this is. And I can honestly say this Honda Grom is 100% the best bike to learn on. Like, compared to the LXR 125 I had, oh my god, that is cheap Chinese. They're all right, that's what I mean, they're cheap Chinese. But when you compare it to a well-branded motorcycle make like Honda, and this little Grom, it's night and day. And it's probably down to the riding position as well. That LXR, you was kind of in such a little sporty riding position, whereas this thing, you're just sort of, you know, set up right. It's like being on the pit bike. I've said this quite a few times, but yeah, this is quite fun. So hopefully the audio and camera has been a lot better this time, because of, yeah, like I say, me MOT day. Well, I was just doomed from the start, to be honest with you, because of the weather was so rubbish. So, yeah, oh, it would be a shame to sell this Honda Grom, but I suppose that's the only thing about, once you've got your full bike license and you move on from a 125, you don't really move back, unless, you know, I was commuting through a town and just needed to get from sort of one side of town to the other. Then yeah, I probably would literally have this bike, because it is perfect for that. It's so cheap to insure, so cheap to tax and even fill up. Like, the only cheapest other option is walking, and geez, who wants to walk anyway when you can actually ride, you know, a pit bike? It's so much fun. But yeah, like I say, it's the only problem is, you know, I've got the 650R. I don't commute, so I don't need this little Grom. So unfortunately, guys, I think I'm gonna have to sell it. There's still a couple of little bits I want to do to it. I picked up a really cheap tail tidy for like 20 quid online, and I do need to take a link out of the chain, because of the back wheel is fully sort of adjusted all the way at the back, and the chain's, you know, bang on where it needs to be. So we need to remove a link out of that and double check it. But other than that, oh look, we've got a little Deliveroo rider. Should we give him a race? Let's catch him. Well, I would say I'd catch him, but we're going uphill and I'm pinned. Maybe that's what I might have to think about doing. Getting the old Deliveroo on the weekend and just start stealing people's food. That's my problem. I won't even be delivering. I'd be like, oh, bag of chicken wings. Yeah, straight up, I'll just have them. And actually, let's nip into this place, because if you've noticed on the channel, we have a new logo. And I might nip in here quickly and see if these people are open. They might be able to do us some t-shirts.
A few moments later.
So that was pretty cool. Just nipped into the little logo shop there and going to get a couple of t-shirts and a hoodie made up for myself. So with the new logo, quite excited to see what that will look like. But yeah, I need to get myself off home now, because Arsenal play Bournemouth very soon, and yeah, I need to go watch the game. So let's get home. It is just so fun riding this bike. It's just like, you just throw it around and it just deals with the corners. Look, it does feel like, as I come around here, I get my leg down, it feels like I'm about to just scrape the peg off all the exhaust. But no, it's so much fun. I think the world would be a better place if everyone just commuted to work on a Honda Grom. Now, okay, admittedly, if you're going on any form of dual carriageway or motorway, then yes, a Honda Grom is not for you, because you cannot break the speed limit. We've proven that today. Straight up, for town riding, for your first bike, Honda Grom is the bike to have. And on that note, guys, we're going to leave the video there. I've honestly had so much more fun. I need to go home, watch the football. Arsenal are playing. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching.
So honestly had such a fun ride. I was just laughing and smiling the whole time. So like I said, the bike is quite cheap. Maybe I'll keep it for a few months before I then decide to sell it on, because there's a couple more things I still want to do to the Grom, and also I need to get the Tiger finished up. I've got all the bits now for it, so we need to get cracking with that. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. That's going to bring you back for all the future videos, and I'll catch you in the next one.